Hello everybody. Today I brought in my trusty shotgun. Haha. I am the worst aim ever. Well, and all I want to do is hit this thing. Never mind. Oh my god. Anyways, today we are going to be... Well, I'm going to teach you how to pose ragdolls. And to do that, I'm going to need to warp outside. Now, just give me a minute. What the f... This one I just saw something... This one I just saw something on the edge of my screen. Sorry, nothing. Probably nothing. Warp! Anyways, now that we're outside, I have enough room to spawn this. Once I get to the section. First, all you have to do, well, herp-a-derp, obviously, is go to your spawn menu. You can go to a section like HL2 characters. You can only get this when you have the Half-Life 2 game. Or Counter-Strike. Not Counter-Strike Militia or Office. Just plain old Counter-Strike. Now, let's spawn John Freeman. I'm not paying for that. Oh, and yeah, all rights reserved to their rightful owners. Ow! Oh, you're gonna pay for that, buddy. Try to make a fool of me. Let's get a nicer ragdoll. Certainly not that one. Let's get Tom from The Day the World Went Wrong. See, there's a lot of effort going into ragdoll posing when it comes to Gary's Mod Machinimas. You see, when it comes to ragdolls and machinimas, ragdolls could be crucial, and making them pose is a really hard job to do in a camera, so I'm going to leave my camera. Alright, see, all you have to do for this is get a ragdoll. For this we're using, Tom, so let's make him look nice. Alright, so by right-clicking you freeze an object, and by clicking it you make it physics again. Well, by your right-clicking you freeze him. By left-clicking you drag him all over the place, and they can go in a frenzy. Anyways, I'd recommend starting with the chest, but I mean that's just me. You can start with if it's easier for you, you can start with the head. And after you freeze, you can if I forgot to mention, you can click on the body part you froze or the thing you froze, and like make it physics again. So for this we're going to make a happy guy like the one outside my room who froze there after the Chernobyl disaster. So he's forever frozen in time. Anyways, so get him the way you like. That might take some tweaking though. So when he's the way you like, freeze all body parts, or to make things easier, go to your spawn menu, and then look for the one that says statue. It's on the very bottom of poser. Click on your guy, and he'll fall. So pull out your physics gun again. Get him on the right foot, literally. Now, to tweak him like this, what you have to do is push E while physicsing someone with a physics gun. And if that's not easy enough, and if that's not, well, I mean, if that's too hard, then you can also try this. If you can't get him on the right foot by doing this, try pushing Shift E. But this is not recommended for Ragdolls, so let me show you. This is regular, just E. This is Shift and E. So it's kind of like how to get straight. Anyways, so now that we got our guy where we want him to be, except this guy. You murderer! You killed us all! Anyways, now that we got him the way we like him, let's go to the face poser. We'll click on his face, and if you already have a face made, it'll look kind of like this. So let's make him have a worried face. You can also push C and make it that way, but now you could also use the expression scale. So we've made him sad, and now let's make him go cross-eyed. And he just kind of gives you that look. That's awesome. It is so hard to do this guy. Die, you illegal alien. Well, when you get in the way you like it, then you put him in front of a camera. Let's get a camera. Well, then you can pull out your physics gun, go behind the camera. Now, here's something we like to do. Now, go to post... Is it post... Utilities? Huh. Alright. I'm the teacher. Oh, yeah, hiding. So you go to options, go to hiding, which is on the bottom visuals, and then you'll see the bottom box says drop phys gun beam. We're going to uncheck that box. So, you know, the phys gun beam is invisible. He deserves that. Anyways, then you just go behind the camera and operate from there. All rights reserved. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, let's warp back to the classroom. Yay! Warp. What? Hey, why? What? Oh, okay. Wait, I'll just warp again. Warp. Okay, that's better. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, let's make a ragdoll hold a gun. This might be a long tutorial. So, hold on. Let's warp somewhere else now. Wait. Warp. Wow, I could just walked here. Nevertheless, we all know these are just a bunch of ragdolls. So, let's leave the... So as you can see, these are just a bunch of ragdolls. So let's go to this guy in particular. He's holding this gun. Sorry about that little thumb glitch. This guy who is being weird. That's not a ragdoll and that's not a ragdoll. Exactly. Anyways, now what I'm going to show you how you can make something like this. Hold on. Let me warp outside. Warp. Anyways, now that we're outside, let's do one of the let's do what you just saw. Alright, first we're gonna have to spawn a ragdoll. Obviously, now that we've spawned one, let's get on the right feet. Give ourselves that back because that for some odd reason helps me. So we'll get in the way we want. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what we did no, we're not. So now that you've done that, freeze every part of the body. You cannot make it a statue, alright? Or this won't work. Okay? Well, I mean, you could right click after you make it a statue if you already did, like if you're watching this on the Steam thing, but my point being, you have to leave one arm free, stick it out that way, then freeze it this way. I'm sorry to say that my guy is a little bit sideways, slanted, whatever the fudge. Anyways, let's now get a not a Left 4 Dead gun, a Counter-Strike gun. Just look for a gun. Look for Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike, okay. Wait for it to do whatever it's doing. Now we make a gun choice. Let's do the Desert Eagle. Alright. So you get the gun in the correct position, and then here's what you do. You can't just like put it into his hand, or it will kind of look like that. That's not realistic. Anyways, so what we need to do is we need to go to Tools, obviously, and we need to go to No Collide. Now you could just right click on the gun or the person, but we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. Click on the gun, we're going to left click instead of right clicking on either one of them, then right click on the person, left click on the person. Now we can go right through the person, meaning it won't like hover by his hand. Now that the gun looks to be in his hand, let's pose his hand with a hand poser, finger poser, whatever. What? No. Alright, right click on him apparently, and go into this little thingy. If you wanted to put pulling a trigger, try the point. Now start tweaking with the index finger.